And of course, I can't see if that's way over there. How about we go to eye level? Just getting all my containers. Yeah. Yuck. Not bad. They're surviving. Let's bring this a little closer so I can see. Ooh, this is wet. You stay there and look pretty. And don't you dare fall and break. If you fall, I got my nice plants here. Now where? It's so friggin' hot out here. Not that I'm complaining, because be careful what you wish for, but now, let me move this out a little bit. Give people time to come in. I gotta sit in the shade. Oh, this plant is still pretty good. Wow, there are so many in here. Look at this thing. And you know this will root if you put it in some water. There's another broken branch. That's okay. I'm putting you in some water and you will not go to seed. You're going to get roots. Hey, Sab Tony. Wagwan. How are you doing today? I'm just out here setting up. Of course, I was late because I'm doing a million things instead of going live. Udea. Oh, okay. So, oh, yes, that's right, Sabantoni. I recently went to your page and saw, I believe it was Tony cutting down some coconuts or something with his mom somewhere in Jamaica. Your yaddies, wagwan. Oh gosh. Despite what Nino says, I'm a yardie too. Don't believe anything he tells you. Don't believe anything he tells you, my friends. So I'm out here tending to my plants. Yes! He tells me I'm not Jamaican enough, but I'm Jamaican plenty, okay? Born in the Jubilee Hospital, which makes me Jamaican enough. That's what I always say. I'm Jamaican enough. Ah! Okay, you don't fall any more than you've already leaned. So I have these plants. And, you know, we don't have the nice sunshine like they do in Jamaica. So we have to get these plants and keep them in this inside under grow lights. And then when it's warm enough, I put them in here. And now today is actually quite good. So I'm going to take some of them out and let them breathe a little bit. Are you guys in Jamaica actually right now? Do you live in Jamaica full time or do you live stateside? And were you just visiting Jamaica that time? The colors are beautiful. Well, let me show you this one. This one, I've never seen this color. Oh, you're in Connecticut. Okay, I thought so. I thought you might just be visiting your mom back home. She has a nice property though. Very nice. Look at this beauty. Okay, look at the color on this. Oh, you were on vacation. Nice. Now, the little trick that I do, I buy these plants, you know, the big hanging baskets, but I don't keep it like this. This one, actually, I might. But what I do is I separate the plants. You know how many plants are actually in this bad boy? It's huge. And this little pot is way too small for all these plants. So it's going to look nice for maybe 3 weeks or so. And then it's going to start to look pretty bad because the plant is not going to be able to get enough nutrients and it's not going to be able to be happy in this thing. It's too squished. It's very pretty. Very pretty. And I love this color. So I couldn't pass it up, right? I had to get it. I won't tell you how much I paid for it because it was a little pricey, but I'm worth it, right? So anyhow, and when they break off like this, these petunias, if you take off the bottom leaves, put it in some water, after about a week or two, it will start growing some roots. And then you can plant this piece and get another plant. Because I've done it several times and it works really good. Leon Sal. My plants look really great. Why, thank you, Leon Sal. Where are you watching me from, Leon Sal? I'm going to show you all my plants Do I sell my plants? No, I don't sell my plants. I put them all in my garden. And this one is a proven winners selection, and I buy this one every year because I love this combination of the purples, and I also take it apart because there's a million plants in there. Look how big this thing is. You can't keep all those plants in that little container. I mean, it looks good while it's in the store, but it's not going to stay looking this good. Trust me, guys. I'm going to show you what my winter sowing looks like. Do I sell my plants? No, no. I don't sell my plants. Some people sell their plants. It's huge. It's really huge. And I mean, in Connecticut, you've probably been having some warm weather already before us. But if you buy these type of hanging baskets, always take them apart. Don't leave all those plants in the basket because you're I guess that's you. Nino's in the chat. Because you can get at least 2 baskets out of every hanging basket that you buy just by separating the plants. And that's what I do every year. And I take the plants apart and spread them all out, and it's a good look, trust me. You have a long sleeve shirt on. It's pretty warm out here. Very warm. That's why I'm in the shade.
It is warm. Oh.
Can you take this one over there? Sab and Tony is saying hi to you. So
what's going on, Sab and
Tony? So if you're gonna hijack my live, you're gonna behave yourself.
Well, beautiful people.
Get out of my live.
You're right. I gotta get rid of this long sleeve.
Yeah, shirt. It's too hot.
It is,
all right.
It is a little warm.
I'm gonna take you guys off of this stand.
I'm gonna go dethatch my front if you.
And I'm gonna show you what's in this little greenhouse. Now, a lot of these plants I've started inside. Some of them I bought. You saw them. Oh, Sab and Tony say they love your spirit.
Oh, yes.
Like these ones I bought, but like this one I grew from seed. That's a basil plant.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah.
But can I just say Sab and Tony?
Hold on. They can't see you.
Check this out. Sab and Tony.
They come from Jamaica, but they live in Connecticut.
Chat, let me just share something with you. I want you to reach out, tell all your friends, your cousin, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, even your in-laws that you don't like. Tell them to tune into Nino and Low because this is where it's at. So bless up on yourself, Connecticut, Jamaica, everywhere in the world because we are one people. Big up yourself.
All right.
You live.
Thank you. Now look at this one, guys. This is my tomato plant. Look at it. And it wants to droop on one side. Of all the nerve. You spend one night outside and you're ready to start ball the little tomato plant. Look at it. You have all these pretty ladies in here with you. These are all my pepper plants there. Some of them are Scotch bonnet that I started from seeds. And I have some other flowers on this side, and there's more on the floor. Jamaica Queen Wagwan. I know you like flowers. Look at these beauties. This one is called, it's a proven winners. It's Super Tunia Tierra Blue. I've never seen that color before. And it's a huge hanging basket. And what I do is I take it apart. And there's this one. So that's 2 huge hanging baskets. And the trick is you take them apart. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, look at that. It's almost translucent. It is so pretty. It is Super Tunia Tierra Blue. Yeah, Sab and Tony. Let me tell you. This little one, see that? It's a Scotch bonnet. And look how nice it's coming along. I started it from seeds. I took the seeds from a Scotch bonnet because we use that practically every day. And I just let them dry for a couple days. And then I planted them. And here it comes. So easy because over here, you can buy a Scotch bonnet plant in the Jamaican store. if you want to spend $9, $10, and God love you, you might get one little pepper for the whole season. That's what I got last year, one little pepper. Yeah, you should do that. And let me show you something else. This one is a bell pepper, or as Jamaicans say, sweet pepper. And this one came from a bell pepper from the grocery store. See that? I planted it March the 17th. And this will give me sweet peppers. I mean, you can buy seeds, but it's the same seeds. They try to tell you that some of the produce in the store won't give you fruit because they are sterile or whatever, but I plant pepper seeds from the supermarket peppers every year, and I get peppers. I get peppers, so I don't know what they're talking about. So as you can tell, I like purple. So then there's this one. It's a little different. So what I do is I take these apart and I mix and match them, and I make my own baskets and I tuck them here and there. If you were to buy all the plants that were in these 3 baskets, it would cost a hell of a lot more than these 3 baskets combined. So your sweet peppers are in the germination process. Yeah, sometimes the sweet peppers take a while to germinate. You have Swiss chard, carrots, onion, and spinach. I have some onions here somewhere. Oh, I'll show you my onions. My onions are actually leftover. Some are leftover from last year. I had them in this container here. These are the new onions that I have to plant. But look at these. Smokes. Like this one is, these ones could probably cut because they're huge. And they stayed here all winter. Yeah, this one is pretty big. They stayed here all winter. And these were all planted just from bunching onions or scallions, right? Just from the scallions. And I just put it in some water and let it root and then put them in there. And when we're ready, we cut them, we use them. Sometimes we actually use the actual bulb part of the onion. Switch chard, I don't know. I like to plant what I know I'm going to eat. So I know I'm not going to eat the switch chard, so I'm not planting that. And carrots, I don't know. I don't have a lot of planting space for food. That's going to change, but until it does, it is what it is. Oh, you changed your shirt. I don't know where he's going in that long sleeve. It's hot like fire out there.
Change my shirt.
Cut the bottom part of the onion to grow roots. Will that work? Well, they say when I cut the scallion part, you have to leave that bottom, that kind of tough part on the bottom, and that's where the roots grow from. So yeah.
I was just doing a survey of the backyard.
Yeah. They chewed up your backyard?
Yeah, there's some holes going on.
I had told
there.
you.
The fence line appears to be damaged.
Which fence line?
The wind. The one on the
Oh,
left
we have to
side.
get that repaired before the fence
Yeah.
falls down.
So,
So this is what I'm always talking about. Maddie, hi Mama and Papa. Hi Maddie.
hey, Maddie, wagwan.
This, guys,
Your winter sowing?
is my winter sowing.
Oh, yeah. Look at here,
So this is what I'm always preaching to you guys about, and I hope that some of you have at least tried it. You have to try it. Jamaica Queen, I can count on you to try this. So what you do, actually, babe, can you go in that thing there, the dollhouse and the top, and there should be an empty one in there.
Sure.
But
The dollhouse is in the big house?
right here,
Or the
just
little
lift
house?
that piece. Be careful, there's nails in there. That piece, nope. Yep, just lift that. It'll lift. Yeah.
Make sure there's no raccoons in
There
there.
isn't. They can't get in there.
And what am I looking for?
One of these, but an empty one. There's lots in there.
Oh, there's so many, I can't see not even one.
You found it?
Yeah,
Oh, you can't get good help, guys.
I'm
All
just
right.
not for hire.
This is a dirty one. But you see this container? What you do is you cut it in half. You make sure you have holes on the bottom so that it'll drain. You fill your dirt in there. You put your seeds in there. And then you seal it. You tape it around and you stick it outside. Through rain, sleet, snow, whatever. You leave it outside.
And you leave the cap off.
Yes. You leave
Okay,
the, oh,
that's
you've been
important.
listening.
Oh, yeah, I've been paying attention.
You leave the cap off because
don't
when
wanna
it
starve.
rains or snows, that's how it waters whatever seeds you plant in here. You can even do tomatoes, guys. You can try anything in here.
So the holes on the bottom of that is to, release any excess water
See?
that could.
And as the weather warms up, Layman's Creation. Hey, Layman's Creation, Wagwan. We're out here in the garden talking plants. So then what happens is they start to grow inside the container, kind of like a greenhouse. And trust me, if it's snowing, if it's hailing, that's okay. You need not do anything with these things. Just leave them outside and the plant will start to grow when Mother Nature tells the plant to grow. And you see that? This container acts like a greenhouse. So if you don't have space in your house for grow lights and seed starting kits and all that jazz, do some winter sowing.
And I'll have you guys know that I'm sitting here learning along with you because I know nothing about gardening.
I do this every year,
but
guys.
I learned something.
Now, you have to label it because you got to know what's inside. Now, mind you, my labeling system this year sucked because I put these little stickers on there all around, and of course, the water ravaged it. But I know by the look of this thing that this is a calendula plant that I planted. And look at that. Look at that, guys. Look how many plants are in here, right? These plants are ready to plant into the garden because they've been outside all this time. So you don't have to, get them climatized to outside. They've been outside this whole time. Isn't that awesome? You guys in Connecticut can try it. Jamaican Queen in Washington, you can try it. And I'm telling you, people do flowers, they do peppers, they do tomatoes. Not everything is going to work. You just trial and error, right? I've planted a few things. Like you see this one, nothing germinated. It could have been old seed. I don't know, but check my chart. Check my channel. I have several videos about winter sowing. Look at this one. And you know what? Once I prepare the jug, right? I reuse these jugs. You can throw it out and make a new one, but why bother? Because you have to make the holes, you have to do the same thing. I just keep them and I reuse them because it's just like using a pot, right? And then once the sun shines on this thing, there's heat inside. Sometimes when you look out the window, the snow has piled over these things that you can't even see them. And that's fine because the seeds are dormant. It's not until the weather starts to warm up a little bit and Mother Nature starts talking to these seeds that they start to grow.
So what does Mother Nature usually say?
Mother Nature whispers and says, "Wake up, it's time to wake up." And they get up. Look at this. I have something on my face. Oh no, couldn't tell me something. I have something on my face. Look at this. These are bachelor's buttons. Okay?
Bachelor's buttons. Does
And
that mean
these-
that they're single?
Yeah. And these give some pretty blue flowers. And look at that. And these will come back. And look at that.
Wow.
No
Bachelor's
fuss,
button.
no muss.
You got a little drip of water coming from underneath there. I guess it's
That's okay.
That's what it's supposed to
Because
be.
it rained the other day, right?
That's
So
what it's
the
supposed
soil
to be.
is nice and moist. The plants are healthy as heck. Look at that. And there is, oh my gosh, maybe 15, 20 plants in here that you just stick
That's
them
a
in the
great way
ground.
to save money.
And you
though.
can
I mean,
plant them right now because
Wow.
they've been, like I said, they've been outside. So they're climatized to the weather. So Jamaica Queen says she's going to try it. You need to try
It's
it.
a great practice though, Jamaican Queen. I've watched it for the last few years, and she does an awesome job with this winter sowing. Sometimes you
didn't
look
see
out
it.
back.
Says that you. Oh, you know it would. Oh, okay. She said she didn't see it on my face.
Yeah, you look out back and you just see all that plastic bottles. And one of the great thing is we're able to reuse and recycle.
Yeah.
Rather than just throw it in the trash bin, we find use for it. So that's fantastic.
Some people do this winter sowing in Ziploc bags.
Can we get you a knife or something?
I have scissors in my garden bag there. Like, look at this one. This looks like another bachelor button. Certain things that I know are tried and true. I've done lupins, all the lupins that are in my backyard right now. I've done winter sowing. And so this is their second year, some of them their third year out there. So I'm going to get some nice plants. I've done bachelor buttons, calendula, marigolds. I've done basil. I've done thyme, parsley,
rosemary.
No, rosemary, I've
haven't
never
done
been
that yet?
successful with rosemary here. I've done scabiosa. What else? I've done geraniums as well. Certain plants need what's called a stratification period. That's just a big fancy word meaning that it needs to feel the cold for a while before Mother Nature will wake it up. So sometimes you buy these seeds and you plant them. The lawnmower?
No, can I go do my thing?
I guess.
Or
I'll
wait.
let you know if you're too loud. It's gonna be loud in my live. Though.
Okay, let me wait then.
And it's kind of hot. You want to do it right now?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wanna get
Some
out
of these
there.
seeds, you plant them and you wonder why they didn't work. That's because they need a cold period. So what you should have done was put them in the fridge for a couple weeks so that can mimic them being outside in the cold. There's a lot of science to this seed starting business, but they don't tell you all of it. So they make you believe that you can buy these seeds for pennies and you end up with a farm inside your house, but it doesn't always work that way. But I mean, you live, you learn, trial and error, and after a while.
That's quite the greenhouse going on out here.
Now this was March the 30th, and it says bachelor's buttons on here. Now this time I used like a clear tape because that's all I could find, but most times I use like a what's the word I'm looking for? What's the tape? What's the word I'm looking for? Not masking tape. Oh my God, it'll come to me. It's like the plastically electrical tape. Look how big.
Duct tape. They call that duct tape.
Look how healthy these plants are. And of course they're all curly because they're only grown as far as the container would let them grow. So as soon as you plant them out, they'll start to stand up and grow on very nicely. Like, these are very healthy plants. Now I planted some of this inside just for comparison. See? This is the one I planted inside. Right? So this took up space. This took up grow lights. I had to tend to this, water this, babysit it. This one has been out here in this container since March the 17th. And March the 17th in Toronto, guys, is not like March the 17th in Connecticut or Washington. There's a lot of snow out here. So this was buried under snow since March the 17th. Layman's Creation says you're gonna try this. Please watch the videos that are on my channel there, and it'll fill in all the blanks for you. But trust me, if you have a balcony, you can put it out on the balcony. It'll work on the balcony. You can get your tomatoes going out there that way. Sometimes if you're like me and you like a lot of flowers in your garden. Now, mind you, don't let me make Toronto weather seem that bad, because actually our winters have gotten a lot better. When I was a kid, holy smokes, from November on, you better have your winter coat. Just after Halloween, you better have your winter coat and your winter boots and everything ready, because the snow would be piled up to your waist. But nowadays we get 1 or 2 big storms, and then in a couple days it's kind of gone. I think it's global warming. Now this one is white alyssum, and it was planted, it says March the 30th. And look at that. And these These are annual plants, but what they do is that they drop seeds every year and they keep coming back. They'll keep coming back. It's not the same plant that comes back, but if you put this around the edging, you know those white fluffy plants that you'll see in a lot of gardens, and they make nice patterns with it. It's this one, the white alyssum. And they will drop their seeds by the thousands and it will come back. And these ones usually thrive when it's a little colder. In the heat of the summer, when the sun is blaring, they kind of dress back a little bit and they come back up in the fall. Very nice plant to have. Now this one, I know what this one is just by the look at the leaves. This is a nasturtium, Jamaica Queen lifestyle. You're throwing up the hearts, thank you. And I hope everyone's giving me a thumbs up. I can't see all my numbers or all my thumbs up there, but if you haven't given me a thumbs up, please go ahead and do so. Your hubby called, did he? Those darn hubbies. Kiki Rising Queen is here. Wagwan Kiki. Just there doing a little gardening. You know how I am. It's such a nice day out here. So I am opening my winter sowing containers. So guys, you can imagine how much plants I have now to direct into my garden. I have all of this that's out here, as well as the plants that I still have some inside that are a little bit too tender and I don't trust bringing them out, like coleus and some of my younger tomatoes. Some of my tomatoes are actually in this greenhouse already. And that's because I don't trust the weather. Because although today it's 20 degrees Celsius, look at that. This is a plant called nasturtium. And they give nice flowers. Actually, the flowers are edible. And this plant is a catch crop, meaning if you plant this close to your vegetables, I should have brought my seeds out here to show you what it looks like. But if you plant these close to your vegetables, this will attract the aphids and keep them off of your nice tomatoes and peppers. This plant right here. Dunia Nielsen, hi, tried for the first time this year and it worked perfectly. I used a combination of bottled water and clear storage containers. Love it. And you're from Toronto. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm telling you, I've been doing this now for the last couple of years, and I'm trying to let everybody know to do some winter sowing. If it's one thing that you do for gardening, please winter sow. Whatever you want to grow, winter sow. Trust me, if you don't have a lot of gardening space, even if you do have gardening space, what's the harm in it? Try it. Winter sow something. If it doesn't work out, okay, go and buy a start. But it's as easy as a juice jug. Now this one, and you can even still winter sow right now, actually. If I wanted to start some seeds out where I don't want to have to babysit them or plant them inside, and I don't want to have to plant them into my garden just yet, plant them in a bottle like this and set it and forget it. Set it and forget it. Now, the only time that you should worry if you plant it when it's a little bit warmer is if you have a dry spell, because you don't want your plants in here to dry out. But judging from the way that these things are dripping water, they're pretty well watered. Now these, I started a little bit later. And these are marigolds. Marigold seeds are so easy to germinate. You see that? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 marigold plants in there. Now imagine if you planted a few containers like this full of marigolds. You can have, a whole different range of marigolds for your garden. Now I planted black-eyed Susans this way, and I planted echinacea. I've never had too much luck with the echinacea, but I have been successful with a couple plants. Now you notice this one, another nasturtium plant. This one I planted a little bit later, so it's not as far gone as the first one there. But I'm very happy with what I'm getting so far. Now I will keep the lids open so that these things can get some air, because they've been kind of cooped up in here for a while now. Mind you, they're quite healthy. So this is 1, 2, 3. There's about 6 nasturtiums in there. But they are strong, good root systems, easy to plant out. Now this one, see? This is echinacea. This is, can you see in there? I'm going to leave those in there because they're still babies. I don't know if you can see that. That's the best I've ever had from echinacea. But I'm going to keep these on and keep an eye on them. I don't want to take them out of this environment just yet. They're just babies. Now this one, I'm not sure what it was, but it's a dud. And I'm going to definitely reuse the soil. Soil is too dang expensive not to reuse the soil. I hope you guys reuse your soil. Sab and Tony says, have a good day, guys. Lunch break is up. Thanks for joining me, Sab and Tony, and nice to meet you. Everybody, Sab and Tony, connect to Sab and Tony. Those are my new friends. Soil is way too expensive not to reuse, guys. So I hope and pray that you are saving yourself some money and reusing your soil, because you're gonna see me reuse my soil all summer long. Oh, you reuse your soil, Jamaican Queen. Okay, now Jamaican Queen is my good up YouTube friend and sister, and she has great content, guys. So please, if you haven't subscribed to Jamaica Queen, please do so. We have to support each other in these YouTube streets. All right. Now this one says, now you see what this is, guys? This is a vinegar container. So it does not have to be see-through for this to work. Oh my gosh, thank you. The amount of support that this young lady gives us is amazing. So one hand washes the other. So look at that. More marigolds. So now that these have germinated so nicely, these are gonna grow so nicely. And if you guys have crops outside, you know that marigolds, the smell of marigolds keeps certain pests off your vegetable plants, right? So wherever you have your tomatoes, peppers, and all that good stuff, you have to keep the marigolds nearby. I don't know what's in here, but they look pretty young, and I'm gonna leave them in there so they can continue on. And this one, what is this? You see, oh, these are purple poppies. Ooh, I have some poppies coming up in there. I don't know if you can see them, but they are very young. So I'm going to keep those in there and let them grow on a little bit, because I've planted some of these in stages. What is Nino chirping about? Bless up Jamaica Queen, and Granny say one hand can't clap. Oh my God, there you go with the Jamaican euphemisms. Where's Gary when I need him? Okay, let's see what's in here. Oh gosh, I don't know what, I think this might be poppies, because I know these are how the poppies start. They just start, you probably can't see this one. They're like little sticks. I don't think you can see, but I'm gonna keep those in there. Now I didn't do as much as I usually do, but I'm very happy with what I have. My goodness. Now I'm going to show you. Oh. See, this planted March the 16th. This is a basil plant. I planted these from seeds. There is, oh my God, maybe about 15 plants in this little container. So what I will do now is I will take this and separate it And you'll be surprised at how this little pot is going to give us basil for the entire summer, because we like to make pesto and use it in different dishes that we make, right? So that is that. Now this, I want to show you this now. I got so much to show you. If you notice, this is, oh, this is not a Scotch bonnet pepper. This is a marigold. See, I put Scotch bonnet pepper on it. Nino says he'll be making pesto this summer. He makes pesto every summer. But this, let me lower this thing because I feel like I'm straining to see you all. There we go. This is the marigold plant. And it already has a bud in there. And you see what I planted it in? Just a water bottle. I make sure I put holes on the bottom. And I just started it inside under my grow lights. Under my grow lights. Nicole Smith Gardening. Hello, everyone. Hello, Nicole Smith Gardening. Welcome to our live. I don't think I've ever seen you here before, Nicole. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in, Nicole. And hi, Kiki Rising Queen. Kiki is also a content creator, guys. So if you haven't hooked up with Kiki, please do so. Jamaica Queen is saying hi to Nino. But these, I have so many of these little containers. Now look at this. This is oh, I know why they all say Scotch bonnet on them, because I started the Scotch bonnet in these little cups, and once they got a little bit bigger, I potted them into the red cups. So this is the little fruit cup, you know, that you put in a kid's lunch. So you can't say you don't have what you need to plant. These were all, you can plant them in these little cups, put them on a sunny windowsill, and look, you get all these nice flowers. Nicole Smith says that's a beautiful marigold. Ooh, Kiki. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you. Bless up the super chat. Big up, big up. One, Kiki. Thank you so much. Thank you. We don't always ask for the super chat blessing, but trust and believe. But these plants are not cheap. Nicole, that's a beautiful marigold. And yes, my first time on your live. Well, welcome, Nicole. Nice to have you here. And judging by the name, it says that you're a gardener, I gathered. And where are you watching me from? And Nino is also welcoming you. Jamaica Queen is listening and multitasking. That's okay, sis. I know you have that little one, and I can see that you like to multitask. Thank you so much, Kiki Rising Queen. Thank you. Thank you. With the big super chat. But yeah, I have maybe about 20 of these little containers scattered around. And these are going to be what I plant near my vegetables to keep those pesky little bugs off of them, right? And these ones tend to be able to handle the cold a little better. So these were one of the first plants that I put out here. Now, I also have these. This is some peppermint that I started. Ooh, it smells so good. Started from seeds, and according to my little sign here, it says I started March the 16th. Now, Nicole says, yes, I have a YouTube channel. I'm just north of Houston in Cleveland, Texas. Okay, so that means that you've been in the heat for a while. My pleasure. Thanks for keeping us entertained. Well, thank you for supporting us, Kiki. Oh my gosh. So Nicole, what are you planting in Houston right now? I'm sure it's pretty hot out there. You know, if you're still on the live, can you connect to Nicole Smith Gardening, please? And look at that, guys. Rosemary. It's so hot there. Well, this is one of the best days we've had so far. We're just now getting into the nice temperatures. As a matter of fact, part of the reason why I'm out here is to show you that I had all my plants. You probably can't see. I probably have to take the phone off, but you can see some of them here. I have to protect them at night because the temperature drops too cold. I'm already harvesting tomatoes, squash, and beans. Wow. So you have a very long growing season. You see, our growing season, our last frost date isn't until May the 24th. Now that they've changed our planting zone to zone, what, 6A or something. We used to be a 5. They say that you can start putting your plants out May the 15th, but I don't trust that. Now, Kiki says that she will subscribe to Nicole. So everybody, I want you to I can't talk. Subscribe to Kiki Rising Queen, Nicole Smith Gardening, and Jamaica Queen Lifestyle. Those are, and Tony and Sab. Okay? Everybody that is, as a matter of fact, let me start handing out some blue jackets. Let me start handing out some blue jackets so that it's easier for you guys to connect with each other. So I tend to hand out those little blue jackets, guys, because I've learned that from watching other lives. Now, those little blue jacket allows you to be a moderator, and I usually keep those little blue jackets on for the duration of the live, because I do have my regular moderators. Bluebird should be here soon, because Bluebird usually doesn't miss my live unless they're kind of busy. And Dania Nelson. Oh, Jenny's here. Jenny, how did I miss you? Well, go on, Jenny. Big up yourself, Jenny. Jenny is my niece in Windsor. And Layman's Creations, I'm going to give you a blue jacket. I don't know if you're still here, Layman's. I'm not sure if you're a content creator, but you might want to join some of the other creators that are here. So Jenny, I hope that you've learned from your good auntie here, and I want you to try winter sowing. You can still do it right now. You get any juice container, put some holes in the bottom, cut it in half, but not all the way. Make kind of like a hinge. This is an old used one, but I've used this quite a bit and it still works fine. You fill it up halfway with a little bit of soil. You put your seeds in according to what the packet says, because some seeds just need to float on the top. You put it back on, you tape it up, and you leave it outside, whether it's outside in the yard, rain, snow, sleet, anything. And in a couple weeks, they'll start to grow. Look at this. Look at this. I'm so proud of these. Bachelor buttons. They're going to give me some beautiful blue flowers. Beautiful. Now this one, this is going to wet me up. Let me put something on my lap. Oh, this one is begonia. Nicole says, I love repurposing items for the garden. And trust me, you planted out your tomatoes at the end of February. Oh my gosh, that's such a foreign concept for me over here. And Kiki says she will try it. Nicole Smith, I love, okay. Now this one is tuberous begonia. It's an annual. And I got this one at a pretty good price, because usually I buy the tubers myself and I start them inside from mid-February or so. But this one was priced so reasonable that I thought, why bother to start them inside when I can just buy it already started, and then I don't have to worry about watering it and putting it under the lights. And guys, like I said, whenever I buy a beautiful basket of any size with any plant, this one has about 5 or 6 plants in the basket. Now, if I separate all these plants and just put one of those plants back in this basket, it's gonna fill the basket in about 4 weeks, honest to goodness. So when you buy your big giant hanging baskets like this, you got to trust yourself, guys. Trust yourself and separate them. If you don't separate them, it's not going to last for the whole season. It's going to look good for a little while, but it's not going to stay looking that way. And you have to feed your plants. You have to feed your plants. These plants are hungry. And if you don't feed them, Wow, look who's joining me. Okay, hold on. Be careful where you step. Okay, come this way. You can walk this way. Did you get dressed up so you can come on the live with me?
Yeah.
Okay, let's let you say hello to the people. She has her princess dress on and her bunny ears. You're getting your bang for your buck. Exactly. Plants are too expensive. Now Nicole says that's a gorgeous basket. Great tip on choosing potted plants that contain multiples. You guys would be surprised. Now, whenever I look for a plant, like for instance, this one, this is gonna give me beautiful yellow flowers like that. And I believe these are bitins. They're annuals, right? Got these at Walmart. There are 3 plants in this container, and I will separate these 3 plants and tuck them in when I make, whatever little potted plant that I make, and that will stretch that instead of planting them all together. You gotta learn to do these things. Say hi.
Hi.
Tell them what your name is.
Lily.
Zuri what?
Rose.
Zuri Rose. And you got all dressed up. She has on her Peppa Pig rain boots, her Princess Jasmine gown, and her what are these? Gabby ears? These are Gabby ears. All so that you can come and see the live. Okay, let Grandpa get you, because I don't want you to jump on the plants. All right, see you later,
I'll
alligator.
take you over here. Come on, baby. Come on.
All right, see you later.
By the gray.
Dania is saying hi to you. Everybody's saying hi to you. Kiki's, your bestie, is saying hello, Z. Now I'm going to flip these again, guys, because these are worth seeing. Look at this beauty. This is a proven winners combination. And I know proven winners are kind of pricey, but this is my specialty. I buy it every year. It's the Misty Seas combination. And I don't keep this in this container. I separate these, and along with this one, this is...
This can go well with your plant.
This can go well with my plants. Okay, thank you very much. This is Super Tunia Tierra Blue. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at these plants. They almost glow in the dark.
Wow.
I tend to like the purple. I tend to gravitate to the purple more than the red. I don't mind red and oranges, but I tend to like the purples and the pinks. Now, if you notice, these are 3 giant hanging baskets, and I try to buy them at the beginning of our season before they get picked over. And I separate them, guys. I definitely separate them. And you have to deadhead, meaning when the flower is spent, I'm trying to look for one. Okay, like this one. Okay, you notice that? This is a flower that has finished blooming, has dried up, fallen off, and now it's going to seed. This little thing in here is the seed. But you don't want the plant to go to seed, so you pick it off. Actually, I don't want to break it, so I will cut this off here, because you don't want the plant to go to seed, because that's telling the plant that it's at the end of its flowering cycle and it'll start to die back. So you cut them off. And these plants are heavy feeders, guys. These Super Tunias and Calabricoas, they are heavy feeders, so you've got to feed them. Now these ones, believe it or not, are the ones that I started indoors. These ones turned out so nicely that I have another set that I've started from seed inside, and those ones are just babies coming along. But look, started indoors, guys. I have 3 of them.
This will go with your plants too.
Okay, just leave it over there, hun. Started indoors. Now, let me show you what we got here. All right. some of these are bought, right? These are my annuals. Now this, oh, this is a little dry. This is my asparagus fern. I like to use these in containers. Nice texture. It's kind of like a soft green texture. This is actually a perennial, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this is the candy tuft. And it usually will come up. This, I think, goes, it starts in the spring and it goes all the way through. Yeah, it says full sun. Now, of course, I need some ivy. This is a variegated ivy, and this is good for some of my baskets. But be careful with the ivy, guys, because the ivy can be a bit invasive. You got to be careful where you put the ivy. Now, these little ones I buy to tuck in, and these are million bells or calibrachoas, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. Yep, calibrachoa. Got some more here. So these are all to tuck in. Now these are strawberries. I bought these ones. These are ever-bearing. See, they've already started blooming, and that's an actual strawberry that's forming. Now, if any of you grow strawberries, please tell me, how do you keep the raccoons and the critters out of your strawberries? Because I have to devise a way before I actually plant them out, because I don't want the strawberries to get to these things before I get to them. And I showed you my tomatoes. And these are some of the petunias that I bought, the purple ones. Now look at this. This is a beautiful buttercup yellow. I think it goes so well with the purple. So that's another color combination that I had in the garden center in my mind. And of course, no planter is complete without some creeping Jenny. I love the way this looks in planters. Some people say that it's a weed. I do have some in my garden, and it can be quite invasive. And then I have a good friend that I work with, and she always gives me some. And I have these begonias. These begonias are pretty easy to start from seed. My friend Brampton Gardner starts these from seeds, and oh my gosh, hers look amazing. I didn't start these from seeds this year, but look at this. This was only $3, and these are huge. And these things will go all summer long. These are, look at that, $5.98, but there is, some of these even have 2 plants in them. And this container that they have it in is way too small. And these things will just keep going and going and going. Now I have some snapdragons that I've started, but these ones were only like $3. And look at that. So I said, why not? Why not? Those are my gomphrena. I started those from seed, and I just brought them outside a couple days ago. These ones are purple. Those are beautiful purple flowers. Gorgeous in the garden. And I have some, another tomato here. This one I bought. This one is what is it? It's a currant tomato. I thought that was kind of cool. They give you these tiny little tomatoes. Now Nicole says the purple is gorgeous. I've never grown creeping Jenny. Always wanted to. Love the color. Brampton Rochelle is my Canada bestie. Oh my gosh. Okay, if she's your bestie, then you're a pal of mine, because she's a pal of mine too. She's been with me since the very beginning, and we've never met, but she's not too far. I'm on the east side. She's in Brampton, which is northwest. Maybe one day we'll meet. But yeah, but the creeping Jenny for me is a must. Another thing that's a must, let me see if I can reach one here. No, I don't think I can reach it, but these. The Dusty Millers, those are good things to have in your containers, and those will grow nicely. Now these are some marigolds that I bought. because they were so cheap and I really like the colors. Oh, Journey of My Life is here. Wagwan Journey. Guys, Journey is another content creator and a good supporter of our channel. So if you guys have not connected to Journey, connect to Journey, please. I'm out here, Journey, showing my plants. I have quite a bit out here. I have quite a bit. I have all, let me show you. I got all my containers here that I took all my winter sowing out to show you all the plants that I've been growing, as well as the ones I bought. And Avid Camper is here. Hey, Avid Camper, how are you today? As you can see, I like purple. So the theme of this year is purple. Most of the stuff that's in there, it kind of goes with the purple. Different shades of purple. There's that maroon and an awful lot of greenery. So because, you know, the temperature is still a little bit wonky over here. I mean, today is a gorgeous day, but I have to keep my stuff in the greenhouse because I don't trust it. So now I have the princess over there that decided to get dressed up for the live. Avid Camper says that you love petunia. Petunia is the garden staple. Wagwan, Avid Camper. Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here. Everybody, please join Avid Camper's channel. Avid Camper is always here giving support. Now I have two of them out here. You see that?
It is hot.
It is hot. So I'm sitting here in the shade.
Not complaining.
I am not doing anything with these plants just yet because, like I said, I cannot trust that weather. So I let them out and I let them breathe. And I have one more plant actually. Nino, can you pass me that plant? And I have another plant in the front. That one right there, yes. Lovely garden. Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet, my brother. You ain't seen nothing yet. Now, for those of you, maybe Jamaica Queen and which is the other, and Nicole Smith Gardening, this is one of my absolute favorite plants. The cat's pajamas Nepeta.
Over here, guys.
It's a Nepeta plant, which is from the mint family. It's a proven winner's variety. I had one last year and I kept procrastinating planting it out. It died back, but I noticed it's coming back this year, but I had to replace it. But this thing is another workhorse because it's from the mint family. It'll keep going. You see from the picture? It'll give you that bushy with all that color. Oh yeah. This is a good choice. The cat's pajamas. It's a Nepeta. And it doesn't have to be the proven winner's variety. You can buy whatever variety, but that plant is a good plant. Ooh, where am I? Goga, Wagwan, Goga. Goga's raiding. Wagwan, Goga. Goga is here raiding. Goga's raiding. Cross fam, Wagwan, Wagwan. Nicole says she loves the Nepeta. Cat mint is so good for the garden. Tell me, Goga is over here raiding. Travel with Agri Vlogs is raiding. Hey, Goga, Wagwan. Goga, I know you're over here looking for the receipts.
No pushing.
Travel with Agri Vlogs. Nice to meet you. Please connect with me if we haven't connected, guys. Let me give you guys the blue jacket so that you can connect to each other. So Goga, we're just out here in the beautiful sun and I'm showing you some of my plants that I have so that I can get my garden up and popping. This is my little greenhouse here where my plants have been living because, you know, we're in Toronto in Canada and we can't trust the weather just yet. So far it's been okay, but we've been burned enough. I don't trust this weather. I'm not putting my beautiful plants out there to get killed by the frost. All right, let me keep putting these jackets on. Now I know Nino's out there ready. Nino, do you have your thing? You can go and get it. You can show them. Simone TV, Wagwan, Simone. Everybody's here from the Goga raid. Goga, you're raiding. This is so fun, guys. This is so fun.
Come on, let's go, guys.
Nino and Lo, Goga say. Nino, say hello to Goga.
Walk on, Goga, big up yourself.
Goga brought all of his people over here to raid.
That is absolutely amazing. Rain on it, rain on it, rain on it.
Not raid.
But we love that.
Raid.
Aid. Well, we can raid and we can rain at the same time, can't we?
We got Flora.
All right,
Flora
respect
Cody
Goga.
Khaki
Enough love.
Studio
Enough love.
from Goga's. Say Goga, how much people you bring over here, Goga? Thank you, sir. Wow.
You want to play golf?
Wow. Okay, let me give out some blue jackets, guys. Cross Fam is here. Thank you guys for being here. Oh, the girls are playing golf.
The girls are playing golf.
Okay, why is this not working? Are you guys getting your blue jackets? Kobenta is here from the Goga raid. Wagwan. Ooh, Wagwan Kobenta. Kobeneta. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry if I'm saying your names wrong. Juba Bruce Love Wagwan Juba.
They're over there playing golf.
Juba. I watch you all the time, Juba. I'm glad to finally see you on my live. Wagwan, my brother. I know you're.
Don't forget to throw out those thumbs up, guys. You know how it is.
I know you're in
You
Jamaica.
too love the thumbs up.
Thank you so much. You landed safely on the Goga raid. Yay! Bold pictures, gardeners with Krista. You're here from the Goga raid. Goga, how much people you bring from? Oh my God. Well, thank you so much, Sobenta. Everybody that's gonna sub me, that's never subbed me before, please leave me a comment and I will definitely get back to you. Now, Goga, I can honestly say I've been raided, my brother. This is the first time that I've been raided. It's a little obscene, but I like it. I like it, Goga.
Don't be liking it too much now.
I like it, Goga. You raided me. So this is what it feels like. Nino, Goga send me there.
Big up Goga.
Okay, you have to give Goga the happy dance. Oh my God, he's acting the fool, Goga.
Bless up, bless up.
Juba Blues Love, you're waving. Helen is here from the raid. Wagwan, Helen.
Look at this.
Big up everybody. Enough respect to all the people that came over from the Goga raid. Oh my goodness. Juba, let me give you a blue jacket. I've been out here, guys, talking about my plants. Tile Pro 247. You're over here too. My goodness. Oh my goodness. They're making a lot of noise over there. Okay. Tile Pro. Guys, you're rating me. I never knew that Nino could dance. Nino, Goga didn't know that you could dance. All right, guys, let me take you on a little walk. I hope you see, this is my little section where this is my working area for the moment, right? These are where I put my tomatoes. So I have to get those going. Why you guys leave the door wide open? Those are my pots of shame that I have to get going. And this is the backyard that's not yet opened, right? Teaching the girls how to play golf. You see my flowers that are over there, my daffodils and my tulips. Smash the like button, the Tile Pro says. Thank you, Tile Pro. You're a new sub. Please leave me a comment and I will definitely return the favor. You see? All those plants that I have in there is going to come into this bed, and this, you see, it goes all the way down there and then around to the front. So this yard is going to transform. This is just a little bit of spring beauty here, guys. My tulips are just, you see this rose, I have to cut it down because it looks like it didn't make it, but if you look down there, you can see some green, right? So it definitely made it. This little pretty thing, look at that. That's definitely made it. Simone TV says that's a big backyard. Trust me, this backyard is always full of people, kids, barbecue, fun. This backyard is a people place. You're gonna see lots of people here during the backyard, even before we were content creators. That's just how we roll. You see, everything is coming up, guys. Everything is coming up. And you see, even that is dying for water. I need Nino to turn the hose on for me.
Yeah, I got to turn the hose on today, too.
Everything is coming up. All of this stuff now, I have to go in, weed out.
Grandpa.
Say hello.
Say hi, Mama. Say hi.
Hi.
Now this is what Nino's gonna work on today, is this grass. You see, if you look in the grass, there is a lot of matted up grass, like all this stuff. So instead of raking it, he runs his dethatcher through it and gets it looking a lot better. So right now, the backyard, I mean, the bones are here, but we have to get it up to snuff. We got to get all the pots potted up. We've got to get the grass all greened up. We've got to get, we've got to paint the dollhouse, and we got to paint the shed. This year, we're going to paint the shed. Nino and his crazy self wants to paint it in the colors of the Jamaica flag. What do you guys think about that? The Jamaica flag colors? I don't think so. I don't think so, guys, but Nino wants to. I don't think so.
I think we should.
Thank you, Simone TV. She says that this is a beautiful backyard. Beautiful backyard. Well, Goga, I don't know if I can... Okay, Goga says that is very extra, Nino, to paint that in those colors. Thank you, Goga. That's what I say as well. A little bit extra for me, too. But I'm going to go back into my seat.
If I don't paint that the Jamaica color, it's got to be the Pan-Africa color, if you know what I mean.
Goga says, I endorse it. Simone says, good ideal. Guys,
yes.
Don't give him any ideals, okay? He wants my beautiful garden shed to be painted in the colors of the Jamaica flag. I'm not down for that. I want it to look like a little cottage in the woods back there. Bold Pictures Gardeners with Krista said, I see you have grown tulips and daffodils on the open space in your area or zone in the cold most of the time. I lost daffodils due to excessive heat. Oh, wow. I live in a semi-arid country. Yours are performing. I'm telling you. And usually, those tulips, I usually lose most of them. I stop planting tulips because we have rabbits, we have skunks, we have squirrels, chipmunks, possums, and they come out and they'll bite the heads off my tulips. But this year, I didn't notice any of them that have been bitten off. So my daffodils are near the end of their cycle. So now that the daffodils are finishing, they start to die down because you can't really snip off the leaves until they start to wither, or else you screw up next year's crop. Beautiful and lush. Trust me, guys. Stick with me. You're going to see this backyard transform into an oasis. We live back here during the summer because the garden is so nice. The grass is nice. The trees, you don't even feel like you're in the city. Go for it. Why not? Oh no, not the Jamaica colors. I want it to look like a little house. That you could actually live in that thing. All you need is a little bit of light and electricity run to that thing. It's a big space in there. We had a guy come and custom build that to fit in that little nook in the backyard. I have a video that shows him building it. And the link to him building it was really nice. My garden is so big. You know what? I could do with a double size of this garden. I always say it's not big enough. Paint it purple and white like the beautiful baskets of the petunia. You know what? You might be onto something there, Nicole. You might be onto something. Crossman says at least give him the door and let him paint the door in that color. You want to know Cross Fam 5. That was my suggestion. I said to him, the most I'll give you is the door. You can have the door in the Jamaica colors, but at least the rest of it, let it look nice. But Goga, you bring your tribe, come raid me. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Here I am thinking I'm just gonna have a little live with a few garden friends, talk about my plants, talk about gardening, and here you come and you raided me. But thank you, my brother. I can't stop saying thank you. We have to support each other in these YouTube streets. And if any of you don't know the great Goga, you have to connect to Goga and his Sunday service. He says, most welcome. I saw you were on, and like we have never been to Nino and Lo. All right. We need a little piece of jamrock in Toronto. All right, Cross Fam. A true yacht. Nino, Cross Fam says that I should give you the door to Plainton, Jamaica, because we need a little bit of Jamaica. You can put it in this bucket. He says we need a little bit of Jamaica in Toronto.
You guys are amazing. Thank you for the support. Thank you for blessing me up with the permission that I get from the boss. The paint.
I said I'll think about it.
So
I'll think
it has
about
been
it.
Decided. So go on, bless up. I'm
Yes.
gonna go set up in the front
Yes,
today.
Goga. This is my first raid. This is my first raid, Goga.
Okay.
You've never raided me before, my brother. My first raid. So I'm going around to the front. Forgive the sunshine here. The sun is bright in Toronto here today. Okay, who's coming? Who's coming? We're going to the front.
I'm gonna go around and get that garage door open.
Okay. Let me show you what's happening here. You see this? I don't know if you can see these, but this is my lilac. Pretty soon this is going to be such a sweet smelling lilac that's going to be in full bloom. And you see my rose. This is my climbing rose. Look how far it's climbing. This is going to be full of beautiful pink flowers soon.
Granny,
That's prickly. Yep, that will stick you. You have to be careful.
yeah.
Look at my Brennera. I love this plant. Oh! Okay, be careful. Be careful. I'm going to open the gates.
Oh, I know this plant, Granny.
May Akidola. I love your daffodils and tulips. None of yours came back. Where are you watching me from? Please leave that. This is very delicate. Where are you watching me from? How come your stuff didn't come back?
From here.
May, what? You see? These are all my lilies. They're all coming back. This is a hydrangea that's coming back. My fern that's coming back. Oh my gosh, my rose is coming back. Look at this. Everything. Leave that. Everything is slowly coming back. You have to understand, guys, it might be late in the season for you guys, but for us, it's pretty early in the season. So a lot of these things are just now coming back. Like this is a hot slugs. They don't like to drag their bodies over the eggshells. And this is an allium, a flowering onion. This is going to give some beautiful flowers shortly. And that's a peony. But I'm going to give you a better tour once more things have popped up. And this, oh my goodness, this is my pride and joy. It's a fuchsia plant. See that? I am going to chop this up into a billion little pieces, and I'm going to have a whole bunch of other plants. Monique Poe is here. Hey, Monique, how are you? Nice to see you here, Monique. I don't think I've ever seen you before. Welcome.
This morning?
Was Monique with us this morning?
I think Monique might have been here with us.
Okay.
On her,
And see, guys, those are my... Monique says she's well. These are my... Monique
Powers.
Monique Poe, she says.
Was Monique
And I
with
have
us?
more plants in the front here, guys. These are just taking up residence here until I plant them out. And look at these beautiful mini roses. That's my spring planters. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar. Oh, she says yes, she was there this morning.
Yeah, she was having breakfast with me this morning.
Now, this is the front of the house. I dug out everything that was in here, and I decided to start over. Everything that was in here. Because I had a beautiful set of boxwoods here, and they all got eaten up by the boxwood moth. It was terrible. I took them all out, and I'm starting from scratch. Now, this plant looks dead. That one is okay, and the far one over there looks dead. So, Bold Picture says, I love hydrangeas. I never had any luck with them. I keep buying them. Maybe one day they will do better, because this side they sell mostly shade hydrangeas. See, this is a hydrangea here. And see, it's leafing out nicely. This is an allium. These are grape hyacinths, spring plants. Some lilies coming back. And this is a clematis. This thing will climb up the trellis and go all the way up. That's where I want it to go, all the way up the railing. But it survived the winter and it's looking pretty healthy. So I'm happy for that. But Nino is oh, Monique is part of Are You Locked In? Okay, Monique, okay. Beautiful planters. Thank you, Bold Pictures. I love hydrangeas. I have quite a few here. Some of them, I keep my receipts and I make sure I bring them back. Thank you. Thank you. My garden, I have to say, my garden is just waking up. So a lot of my plants are just coming back. And I'm just getting everything situated. I made sure I got my annual plants, because here, just around Mother's Day, May 24th is our big planting weekend. So everybody here is going to rush to the stores to buy their hanging baskets and all that. So I always make sure I get my annuals well before that, before everything is picked through. And I just have to, you know, nurture them, keep them either in the garage or in the little greenhouse. I'll even bring some inside. Huh?
Keep your eye on the girls while I get this.
Yeah. So we're just out here on this beautiful day. We're about to dethatch the lawn again. Nino was on a live a couple days ago and he did the dethatching. And now the lawn looks, let me show you.
It looks bare.
The lawn looks a little spotty and it looks brown, but this is what we do to get all that dead stuff up. And then he'll throw down his grass seed, and in about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, this grass is gonna look so lush, you're not even gonna recognize it. Come back, guys.
What did I say? How far did I say you could go?
Come back, please.
Zuri, remember I told you how far to go? What are you doing all the way down there?
Come back. Monique says that's a good idea. Bruce, Juba Bruce Love is giving me flowers. You have a beautiful plant. I wonder the color combination of them when they're in full color. Oh, I will definitely give you a tour. I'm gonna go get them, Nene. You can tell them about your dethatcher. You can show them underneath it, maybe.
All right. Hey guys, what's popping? So right now, as Lo just mentioned, I just dethatched the front of my grass. I've got a portion on the other side that I need to do. So we got this side all completed. The other side, on the other half of the sidewalk, I need to dethatch this portion here. I need to get that going. So once I do this, then I'll be turning to the backyard, doing the backyard. But for this, when you talk about a dethatcher, it's a super duper rake. It's almost like a rake on steroids. And it rakes and it gets down there, and what it does is it picks up all that dead stuff that's sitting on the ground. Because here's half of the problem. Once we start reseeding or fertilizing our grass and we have all this dead sediment sitting on the bottom, the fertilizer as well as the grass seeds just sits on top of that stuff, never makes contact with the soil, which means it never germinates. So it's very important for us to get that dead stuff up that's been gathering out throughout the winter and remove all that before we start dropping our grass seeds and before we start fertilizing. So that's what the mission is today. But you can just imagine we got the grand girls out here. Hey, don't go too far. We got the grand girls out here with us, so we have to keep a close eye on them as they go up and down the sidewalk. Come on back, honey. I'm gonna pass you back over to Lo while I get set up.
All right.
All right, come back. This way. No, too far.
Trying to juggle these two girls and the garden, but help will be on the way just now. I'm telling you, because I need to get back there to organize my plants. But these grand girls are a delight. May says, do you have fragrance hydrangea? I had one, it died, and I can't find it in the garden center. No, I'm trying to think if my hydrangeas have a fragrance. I can't think. No, they don't really. My lilac does. My lilac smells heavenly in the lavender, but the hydrangeas, I don't think so. I have two big ones back there that I started maybe about 4 years now, and they're huge. Okay, send them back here. We'll go. I'll take them to the backyard. They're not listening, but what else is new? But a fragrance hydrangea. No, I haven't heard of a fragrance hydrangea. I gotta look for that one. Simone TV, do you have a garden? Do you garden? Fruits, vegetables, maybe? Where are you, Simone? I think you're in the UK, if I'm not mistaken, right? I planted this basket with these plants because they don't mind too much of the cold. These I started from seed inside, these marigolds, so they'll grow up nicely. This little one, this is the lobelia. It just didn't survive the transplant, but here it looks like this piece might survive. Who knows? It might bounce back. And these are some of my lilies that I've started inside. March 17th, according to the tag. So those will do well.
Granny, how do we turn this on?
Grandpa has to turn it on from inside.
Inside where?
Inside the house. Nutrition chef, Wagwan nutrition chef. How are you doing? I saw you cooking up some nice food yesterday. You see, this is what we have to contend with, these two little rugrats.
Come, Daddy. Come to the window.
No. Now this is another hydrangea here.
Hi,
It's just coming out.
Daddy.
Those are the old blooms. See, these are things that I have to cut off.
Good.
What's up, guys?
Daddy.
This is, I love this plant as well. This is a lungwort. And see, it's just giving me new buds.
Why are those squares?
I love this. The leaves are so soft. Question, do you guys have pine trees? And if yes, do you cover them during the winter time? I live here in Toronto and I see your neighbor covered theirs. I would love to plant some. I have green hands. Laura Kolekaki Studio. I love gardening in Kenya. I have to watch your channel. Please connect to me and leave me a comment so I can connect to your channel. I'd love to see what you plant in Kenya. And Cross Fam, yes?
You need me to turn on this hose or something like that?
No, Dad's gonna come and turn it on. Cross Fam, that's a euonymus. It's a lime green euonymus. Isn't that gorgeous? When the sun shines through it. And there is my hosta just coming up. And look at this. Look at my little Heuchera galaxy. Beautiful. But back to what you were saying here, Cross Fam. We don't have, oh, see? Sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. But these are some bachelor buttons that I had planted from last year. And notice that? They've come back. These are the perennial ones. Do not step on my plants, little girl. You and Peppa Pig boots. Get away. But some people do cover them to protect them from the sand, the salt. I don't know if you can see across the street there. That gentleman has a row of little evergreens in front of his house. Sometimes they cover that to protect from the salt when they salt the sidewalk. So I don't know. I don't have any. All I have is this monster tree in my front yard. But I love this tree. It's a monster though. When I first moved here, it wasn't this big, but it gives good shade, because if it wasn't there, don't touch that, Zoe. If it wasn't there, all that we would be in too much. We would be in too much sun. Zoe, would you stop? Thank you, nutrition chef. Green hands. I love gardening in Kenya. Plants bring love, joy, color, and life. And nutrition chef is saying hello to the chat. Now I'm gonna wrap up soon here, guys. I just wanted you to see what Nino was gonna do here, so that you see how this thing works. So that thing, it digs up the grass, and this is what the grass looks like. See all of this stuff. See, that's the grass over there that looks green, that hasn't been done. And then you see this brown stuff. It goes deep in and it digs up all this dead stuff. And then you run the lawnmower over it and it picks it up. It picks it up, so it saves your back from all that raking. See that? The only drawback is that this thing has a cord. But we have a video. Come guys, we have a video on the channel that shows it to you in detail. But I just wanted you to get a little glimpse of it, so that you can see what it looked like. But anyways, guys, that is it for me on today's chat. Thank you all for coming. You guys surprise me every time. Every time I do a live, I always think that nobody's coming, and you guys show up in numbers. I appreciate you all, and thank you to all of my new friends that I made. And thank you, Mr. Golga, for the raid, and everybody that came over to raid. I don't know, that was my first time being raided, and I have to say, I liked it. I love the raid, guys. So we will see you next time. Nino, we're saying bye. Say bye. He's waving. I don't think you can see him. But we'll see you again next time, guys. So take care and have a great rest of your day, everybody. Bye. Bye. Bye, Nutrition Chef. Bye, everybody left in the chat. Bye, Nicole. Thank you so much. The raid was fun, wasn't it? Take care, guys.